In the entire history of the human race, there has never been a weapon as destructive as the Russian SS-18 intercontinental ballistic missile. To understand the true power of this doomsday weapon, try comparing it to the nuclear warhead the United States used to obliterate Hiroshima. The Hiroshima bomb had an explosive yield of only 15 kilotons, and yet it killed 70,000 people. In comparison, a single SS-18 carries up to 10 separate nuclear warheads, of around 750 kilotons each. During the early years of the missile age, the United States led Russia in technology and numbers, but by the early 1970s, when the SS-18 started entering service in significant numbers, Moscow had closed the missile gap and started pulling ahead. In 1990s, Moscow had a stockpile of around 40,000 nuclear warheads, but by just using the 3,000 warheads on its SS-18, it could wipe out all human life in the continental United States in 30 minutes. Codenamed Satan by NATO, the highly accurate Russian missile could easily penetrate and destroy American missile silos. Amazingly, for a missile of its weight and length, it can sidewind to evade anti-missile defenses, and its microelectronics are hardened to function even under nuclear attack. The Satan's reported ability to dig up strategic missile complexes became known as America's window of vulnerability. The frightening power of this missile sent shivers down the collective spine of the American leadership. After 50 years of its first deployment, the SS-18 remains ready as ever. While Russia's strategic missile forces will receive more than 400 new missiles within 10 years, as part of a modernization program, the Satan looks set to easily survive into the 2040s after upgrades.
The first stage engine for Russia's Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile (ICBM) has passed firing trials, a source in the Russian defense and industrial sector told TASS. The RS-28 Sarmat is the next generation of intercontinental ballistic missile for Russian armed forces, which is in development by the Mikhayev Rocket Design Bureau since 2009. The missile's pop-up tests may take place in late 2016, the source added. The final stage of the firing trials was successful. Technical imperfections have been removed, the source said. According to the source, work on the technical documentation is currently underway and is planned to be completed in November, according to the most optimistic forecasts. The Sarmat ICBM's pop-up tests will be held in November to December 2016, the source added. According to the source, even in this case, the development flight tests of the advanced intercontinental ballistic missile may start no sooner than the end of the first quarter of 2017. According to the source, work on the Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile is no less than 7 months behind the schedule. The Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile is designed to replace the R-36M2 Voivod ICBM. The advanced missile's payload is expected to equal 10 tons, compared to 8. 75 tons its predecessor has. The Sarmat ICBM is planned to be made operational in late 2018.